Hello, my crafty friends. This is Denise here with you at Crafty Dindy, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southern California, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. Wanted to get on here and make something with this stamp set, Life is Beautiful, and I just found out it's retiring. And for me, I'm new to Stampin' Up, so I didn't know, like, at first how this all works, but I understand you have to make room for the new stuff coming in, but there are so many things that I'm sad to see them go. And I haven't recorded anything with this stamp set, even though I've used it on things. So let's go ahead and get started. I will tell you something about this. It's in the what we call the holiday catalog. Really, it's the August to December 2020 mini catalog. Let me see if I can adjust my light a little bit. It's kind of in my eyes. Here we go. All right, and it's a lot of this stuff is retiring. In fact, probably like 95% of this stuff is retiring. Okay, don't quote me on that. I don't know exactly, but there are a lot of things retiring. But this is one, and this is inspired by Million Sales Achiever Leanne Greff. So that's exciting, and get some little sample ideas here. But it's just, you can use it for so many things. You've got the snowflakes and the leaves and the dots, which can be, you know, make them whatever color you want. They're fun. The little birdhouse, our sentiments, hello, thinking of you, and life is beautiful. And this little spot here. Okay, so I've heard some people say, oh, it's grass you put at the bottom, it's shadow, it's water. It can be whatever you want. This one here, they made it into snow, and just some great ideas. So let me show you what we're gonna do. And this is inspired by a card by Rhonda Wade, and I changed a few things around, but it's exciting. So, well, I shouldn't have showed a little sneak peek. I'm going to start with this, because first I started with something kind of simple. It's a gatefold card. Oh, I forgot to put the Whisper White inside here, but we will put a Whisper White so that you can write on it, and it just folds over like that. So it's not popped up or anything. Okay, I made used snowflakes on this, and then I used the same color down here, and I love this color, but I always forget what it's called, but I'll make sure that I link it below. And then I also made it in a darker, I know this is Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. So, and these are both just the simple ones. I was playing around with it like this, and I put like a grass at the bottom. I don't love this, so we're going to set that over there. So we're going to start with the simple one, and then we're going to step it up a little bit and go up with this, where we've got some more layers and different colors, of course. All right, so let's get started with this. So first of all, for our more simple one, we're going to start with our cardstock cut long ways like this, and that is 4 1/4 by 11. Then I don't know if you can see, but I've already scored it on here. You can see it's scored there. So we're going to score at 2 3/4 from each end. All right, we'll make sure that this matches up, and we'll burnish it there. And burnish it there. So then we're going to go ahead and do that much on the second one too. The one we're going to step up a little bit. We'll go ahead and get that one ready also. Yeah, so have you, I don't know if you've already seen all the sale items that are going. Now this is a retiring stamp set, but it doesn't have a sale price. But a lot of the dies and the embellishments, ooh, some good prices there. So you'll want to check those out. All right, so let's go ahead and stick our piece in the center, which I appear to not have it ready here. Let me grab it over here. All right, yes, this works. Get my stamp and seal. You probably could write on this color, but this will make it a little bit easier. We're just going to center that. All right. Okay, now let's work. Oh, we'll go ahead and stick it on this one too. We'll get this all ready. This is Whisper White. The Whisper White, so you're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to use one inside and then one on the front. So just center that on there. And then that one will be all ready too. All right, so let's take a look at this. Oh, that's right, I stamped this already. Let me tell you, this stamp is a large stamp. Okay, let me pull it off of here so you can see it. It is quite large. So if you have a stamp platform like a Stamparatus, that would be a really good time to use this. But let me tell you, I have an E-block. That's the largest one I have. And actually, we're going to put it down like that. If you put it on here like this, you can kind of wiggle it around. I can't get over it to see, but I think you get the idea. Okay, just put it on like that. And then ink it up from this side, ink up that part, and it really does stamp well. So it does work on the E-block. Right. So I'll put that away. All right, now for this, oh, I'm gonna need it. So we're gonna do these little dots. Okay. And we're gonna also put that on the E-block. So I am using, I'm gonna start with Petal Pink. Oh, and this paper was Petal Pink. Did I mention that? So we're gonna use Petal Pink. I'm gonna ink this up. Now this doesn't like fit in a certain way, so you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna stamp it there, and then I'm gonna stamp it again. Okay, so kind of second generation. I think I pressed a little hard the first time because I didn't have much left for the second generation. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do it again. I'll press a little harder on the second one. All right, I'm gonna do one more in the middle. There is no right or wrong to this. Just go ahead and stamp it. All right. Then to add a little more depth to it, I decided to use Rococo Rose. Now, I don't actually have the big stamp for the Rococo Rose. The stamp pad. I have the little ink spot that came with a paper pumpkin. All right, so I'm going to do that on there. And watch how it just gives a little extra something. We're going to go this way with it. And we're going to do a second generation of that one too. And then we'll do it again. These little ink spots are really nice. They're so cute too. Oops. All right, I'm going to put it on there. First generation. Second generation. All right, let me put the lid on this. How's that look? Doesn't that look great with the two colors? Got my chamois over here, which looks very gross, but is cleaner than you would think. All right, so here we go. And that's not a real rich color, so it probably doesn't take a lot to dry. All right, so this is our our little more simple card. Now, you could stamp directly on here. Remember, it comes with hello, thinking of you, and life is beautiful. So I was going to put a hello on here. On one of the others that I was playing around with, I kind of smudged it. And so I really needed to put it on a little die cut piece. But we're going to do it on there. And I said this was simple. It is. But I want to pop that up a little bit. So I don't know what I did with my scissors, so we will start on this one. Okay. I wonder where I set my scissors. My snips. All right, we'll put that on there. Oh, I bet you know of many people that would just really like to get this card. So you're going to want to center. Now, oh, remember, you're only gluing it to this top flap. Otherwise, you would be gluing it closed, wouldn't you? Okay, so just the top. And there we go. Isn't that cute? All right. All right, so we have one in this color. We have one in this color. And this color. Don't those look nice? Oh, so on this one I added the little bird feeder, snowflakes. And this one with just the dots. Oh, this one I added that down there. This one I didn't. I don't know. You decide. Which way do you like it? Excuse me. All right. So now we've already gotten this one ready. So let's go. Well, you know what? I have one already stamped. So we're going to go with this. All right. Oh, no, because it's a smaller size. That's right. We're going to go ahead and stamp this one. Okay. So now for this card. Sorry, I have it ready here. All right, I'll put the measurements in, but so now we've got the Petal Pink. All right, it's a 4 1/4 by 11. And remember, we scored it 2 3/4 from each end. That'll all be listed on the blog. All right, then our Whisper White, with 2 of those at 4 and 5 1/4, because we want one on the inside and one on this layer here. All right, then next we've got this piece of Petal Pink, 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, and then this white one, which I already stamped, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. All right, but we need to go and finish this up and get our colors on it. All right, so we bring out the Petal Pink. Put it on there. Oh, again, I pressed pretty hard for the second generation. And get some there, not too hard. Then the second generation. All right, how's that looking? Good. All right, now we're going to bring in the Rococo Rose again. The tree, actually, I don't think I told you, I stamped in cinnamon cider. But, you know, my new motto for things is use what you have. If you've got a different brown, something, maybe the So Saffron, Soft Suede, I don't know, any one of those. All right, let's put that on there. First one. Second generation, Pushing Harder. I love it. It just gives such depth and dimension. And all right, clean this up. What do you think? Looking good. Oh, I'm sorry. Does that shake the camera when I do that? Well, want to stay clean, right? Close this up. there we go. So now we've got that. We're going to stick it down on here, and we're going to put this flat on here, and then we'll pop up the next layer. Alright, so let's center this on our Petal Pink. And where are my dimensionals? Yep, I should have put a band-aid over that little scratch I got on my finger. Long story. All right, let's put those on there. And we'll stick it on here. So I'm so glad I was able to record this and get it to you before this retires. I will be very sorry to see it go. Make sure those are all off. And center it on there as best we can. All right, now we bring on the base that we already prepared. Those out of the way. Now remember, we're just sticking it up on the top. And center it. There's that. All right, we'll burnish this down a little bit more. It stays closed. Isn't that pretty? It's almost a surprise the way it opens, I think, because it looks just regular, right? And then it opens up like this. All right, on this one we're going to use Thinking of You. And to add a little something, I think we're going to use our little sponge dauber. These are great. Just add a little of the Rococo Rose around the edge. Gives it a little more depth without adding another layer. Could add another layer behind it, but I like this. I know some people do not like inking the edges, but each one to their own, right? Set that aside, and we will pop this up also. Am I overdoing it with putting 4 on the back of this little piece? The die that I used to cut this, yep, you guessed it, it's from the Hippo and Friends dies. No hippos were used in the making of this. And we're just going to put it, I think I'm going to put it over the edge a little bit. There we go. Thinking of You. Looking good. Oh, isn't it so pretty up there? All right, well, let's bring in the others. Well, we're going to put this one in the middle. And then we had, so we've got the simpler ones and the stepping it up one. All right, well, what do you think? Which way do you like it best? I think if this wasn't here, if this weren't here, you just saw that, that would really be beautiful. Or you could pop up that sentiment. We could have inked the edge of that sentiment also. All right, well, lots of choices. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you will look for this in the catalog. Keep in mind it is retiring, and go check out all the stuff that's on sale and the new clearance items. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, my crafty friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.